Hello and happy Wednesday, October 1st. I'm super excited because it's my favorite time of year. I absolutely love it. I like to do vlogs every now and then just because I think it gets you guys a little bit of a better image of what my personality is, and we can get to know each other just a little bit better. It kind of breaks up the monotony of me posting stuff on Facebook all the time. So when I have a minute and I can actually sit in front of a computer, I like to do this every now and then. So I have told you before that if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And the reason I do that is because I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach you guys everything that my wonderful guides have taught me and your loved ones have taught me. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I was actually asked this question 3 times this week, and it's one of the more difficult ones to put into words. So I'm going to attempt to put this one into words for you guys the best way that I know how and the best way that my guides have told me to do it, which is kind of crazy how they told me to do it, but it's cool. The question is, when we pass on, like if I were to pass today, how would I reconnect with, let's say, my cousin Scott, who died 20 some years ago? How would I reconnect with him if he's already came through into another body, if he's already been reborn into his new life? How would I connect with my loved one then? If they've been reborn into somebody else, how is it that I'm connecting with, my loved one up on the other side? How do I see them again? Here we go. Bear with me. Trust me, it might get a little difficult here. The way that I have thought about this. One, spirit is energy. Energy is endless. Energy just keeps on going. And for any of you actually that are on my Facebook page seeing this, on the top part of my Facebook page that's black and it has like all these balls with lines and stuff. The reason I love my card, that's actually a replica of my business card, which I'm holding in my hand and I'm going to get there. The reason I love that so much is because it reminds me of spirit on the other side. Spirit on the other side is energy. They don't have human form. There is not human form on the other side. They might come to you, like your grandma might come to you after she passes away in the form that she had when she was here, and that would be because she knows that that's how you know her. Angels, God, Jesus, all of them are energy. So because we've been told what angels look like, a lot of people will see angels in the shape and or in the essence of what an angel is supposed to be versus the energy form that they actually are. Because spirit doesn't want to confuse us. You've got an image in your head of what they're supposed to look like, and by gravy, if you don't come like that, you're going to be like, who the heck came to me? So they don't want to scare you. They don't want to freak you out. But energy forms on the other side have no human body form. And because they are energy, they are able to leave different imprints, like footprints in the sand. I'm going to use my card now, I think. This is actually what I'm talking about. And if you look, they've got all these little lines and stuff. It's like a thread. It's like a connection. That's like the connection that keeps you and your loved ones together. That's that bond of love that I always talk about. That's that connection. That little thread. But those little orbs, those little balls of energy, those are actually your loved ones. That's why I love my business card so much, because that's what spirit actually looks like on the other side, and that's what it reminds me of, that beautiful energy that is on the other side, and it's just endless. It just never ends. It's amazing to me. That's why I love my card so much, because that's what it reminds me of when I see it. So if you think about your loved one like this, and their spirit, their soul as a bowl of energy, that ball of energy. Their ball of energy is whole. It's you, it's what you encompass, it's who you are in the heart. It's not your human form, it's who you are on the inside. So just take away the body, take away the human form. When you pass over, your soul passes over, the body is no longer there. When you actually pass over, your energy is passing over to the other side. It's doing what it needs to get to where it needs to be. And that energy is met by everybody else on the other side. I've had it said many, many times where your loved ones will come back in energy form and they actually help cross people over. That's my symbol for crossing somebody over, hand on top. I took them over. So when that happens, the energy imprint of Grandpa is going to come through and they're going to take over, let's say, little John, who just passed in a tragic accident. The grandfather is going to be there. He's going to meet them. He's going to take them on the other side. Once they get on the other side, you kind of leave the body form over here. And from where you are up there, let's say little John just goes up the other side and he grows, like he moves forward very quickly. He doesn't have any problems with his passing over because of the support and the energy and the beauty on the other side. He has no problems. He is able to see everything. He is able to see what he didn't learn in this life. He is able to see what his goals were to learn in this life. He was able to see what his past lives were and what he did learn. He's able to see all of that as a whole. And that's why when I channel your loved ones, sometimes they'll come through and they'll, say stuff and they'll be like, hey, I'm finally able to see things as a whole. Because whereas on Earth, I wasn't as open to things. And now that I'm over here, oh my gosh, my eyes are open completely to what it is. So let's say little John moves forward and he's like, well, heck, that was amazing, that was awesome, and I want to go right back. That's happened before. And he decides that he wants to go right back and he doesn't want to waste any time because he feels like he's got still so much. He wants to learn quicker. He wants to come back and do this all over again because he feels as though that would be the best for him. So little John comes back in the form of Emily, who was just born. So now his new energy imprint is now little Emily, who was just born. But on the other side, he still has that imprint of little John, who passed in that tragic car accident. So that is how I'm able to channel your loved one and not all the multitude of past lives that they've got. Because it's that imprint of little John that was actually left in your soul, in your heart. That's why I can come through with him using that personality that he had, the energy that he had when they walked on the earth, and the sense of humor. That is why I am able to connect with them on that way. It's because they left that imprint in your life. That's how you knew who they were. That's why I don't get a billion different little Johns coming through who was actually Brenda and Matthew and whoever they were in major past lives. That's why I'm able to connect with just that one soul imprint. It's because that's who you knew them as. So essentially, when you go up to the other side, your wonderful son, daughter, whatever, even if they've come back in a different life today, they can meet you on the other side and you can be up there with them because that imprint is still there. Spirit can be wherever they want, whenever they want. There is endless. Humans have boundaries. Spirit does not. That is why when I'm sitting here and I know that somebody needs my energy the most, if somebody's having a really bad time or I need to share some healing form with somebody, I can sit down and I can meditate some healing energy in the form of light, which it's not my energy. I always channel like God's energy to people. But I can channel that through my energy because my soul knows that it needs to be somewhere else at the same time. So I essentially, once you learn to do this, essentially your soul can be in different places at different times. And it's because you're needed in different places at different times. And that's how you will be able to reconnect with your loved one on the other side, even if they've come back into a different life. It's because you connect with that very personal energy that was imprinted on this world, that was imprinted in your soul, and that is how you know them to be whole, to be true. But once you get to the other side, like I said, spirit is endless. There are no boundaries. There are no stopping. Excuse me, I have hiccups. There are no stopping points. So you can connect with them, and you can connect with your past lives as well, because you will be able to see things as a whole. And that is how the energy on the other side is still there, even though they have been reborn onto this earth as a different person into a different human form. It's because the imprint was left. And so you will go up there and you will see them as the beautiful form that you knew them as. And they will be able to say, hey, let's get on board, because look at all this beauty going on over here. And who knows, you might move forward just as fast as little Johnny did. And you might decide to come back quicker. It depends on how you want to do it. It's all about you. Well, it's not all about you, but it's all about how you decide to do things up there, and how quickly you move forward, how quickly you go into your next life form. I hope that clears up some stuff for you guys, and I hope that I was able to give you what you needed to answer that question. Hopefully I did. If not, I'm super sorry, but that's like the best way that my guide could give me to answer it. Kind of in short, think of it as, like I said, it's that stamp, it's that imprint. So you will be connecting with your loved one once you get to the other side, even if they've come back in a different form, because spirit is on what's over there. There is no stopping, there is no staying. They are completely moving forward. Spirit knows. Humans are the ones that have a hard time with this, because we create our own blockages. Spirit doesn't create those blockages over there. They know that the whole thing is moving forward and not holding on to the past. And that's why they try so hard to come through for us when we need them the most and say, hey, let it go, move forward. You have to create that healing within your heart, within your soul, because there's no reason that you need to be here today. You need to go forward just like I've been able to. And that is why you can reconnect with them once you go on the other side, but they're going to teach you that spirit is actually endless, and you can be in many, many places. So don't ever think that just because your loved one has come back into a separate life, you will miss them on the other side, because you definitely will not. They're always going to be with you. They're within your heart. They're within your soul. And that beautiful bond of love is what keeps you connected. That never goes away. It doesn't change. It doesn't get worse. It doesn't disappear. That is what keeps you connected to your loved one. So it doesn't matter how far away they seem. You are literally only a hello away. Don't ever forget that. I hope, once again, that this answers your questions. Don't forget to look me up on my website at www.crystalkirchen.com. You can make appointments with me. You can also connect with me on Facebook. Right now, if you look me up on Facebook, I actually have a post on there that if you like, you will be in the running for a free 1-hour reading. I need to tell you guys how much I absolutely love each and every one of you. You have welcomed me with open arms into this business, and I cannot thank every single one of you enough for being the beautiful, wonderful people that you are. I'm almost at 16 minutes here, so I'm going to shut it down. Thank you again. I hope this answered the question, and if it did not, just send me an email and I will try to give it to you in a different way. Like I said, it was a little confusing to say out loud on how this happens, but if I didn't quite answer it for you, just let me know. Major love and light to you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Have a great day. Bye.